Hello lovelies, my name is Dike Oni and you're welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video I want to show you how to cut this beautiful 6 pieces skirt. So I had 100 inches of fabric left. I divided by 6, so I got 16.6 inches for each panel. So fabric on fold, I divided 16.6 by 2, I got 8.3 inches. So I'm going to go ahead and mark the skirt length, which is 36 inches plus 2 inches for allowance, like so. So I went ahead and placed 1.5 inches for the band height, like so, and imputed my skirt length. So after that, I'm going to impute the waist to nail line, which is 21 inches minus 3 inches. I got 18 inches plus 0.5 adjoining allowance to the band, that is 18.5 inches, like so. So I'm going to go ahead and place 1.5 inch as the top line, like that, and impute my 18.5 inches, which is going to serve as the waist to nail line, like so. So after that, I'm going to divide our hips, which is 37 divided by 6, that is 6.1 of an inch. So since my fabric is on fold, I divide the 6.1 divided by 2 to get 3.08. So I approximated it to 3 inches. So I placed 3 inches on the waistline, like so, and added half of an inch for joining allowance, like so. I'm going to go ahead and place the 3 inches and the 0.5 inches on the waistline and straight down to the waist to nail line, like so. So I'm trying to make the markings clear, like so. That's for the 3 inches. Then I'm going to make the markings of half of an inch for the sewing allowance to the other panels clear, like so. So from the waist to nail line, I'm going to extend it with an A line, like so, straight down to the skirt length, like so, as you can see what I'm doing. So that I went ahead to cut the center piece out. This is actually the center piece, which is going to guide us to cut the other side piece, like so. So I'm going to go ahead and trim off the top line and notch the midpoint, like so. So I picked up another piece, like so, which is going to serve as the back center piece. So I marked the zipper allowance of 1 inch, like so, then picked up the first center piece I cut. I'm going to place it so everything is going to align, like so. Make sure everything aligns well, like so. Place it well. I'm going to go ahead and trace out the lines I made onto the back piece, that is the waist to nail line. I traced it on the back piece. So I'm going to go ahead and impute our waist to hips measurement, which is 9, plus half of an inch for joining allowance to the band, 9.5. So I'm going to place my 1.5 for the band and impute my 9.5 of an inch for the waist to hips line, like so. I'm going to go ahead and trace out the center piece onto the back piece, like so. So I'm going to go ahead and cut off from the skirt length, like so, using the center piece as a guide. So I removed the center piece, like so, then focused on the back center piece and made the markings I traced clear, like so. That is the waist to the hips line. So I'm going to make the waist to the nail line visible, like so, waist to the nail line, like so. So I'm going to go in by half of an inch at the center back, like so, on the waistline. So, and also going on the waist to nail line by half of an inch, like so. So this is going to guide me to contour the center back to give it that bottom effect, like so. So the same thing, just watch the way I'm doing it, like so. So I'm going to go ahead and return the half of an inch I went in by at the center back to the side back, like so. I'm going to repeat the same thing on the waist to nail line, like so. After that, I'm going to connect all the markings I did straight to the hip line and the waist to nail line up to the hips line, like so. So from the waist to nail line, the side, so I'm going to extend it using an A line shape, like so. Extend it straight down to the skirt length, like so. You can see what I am doing, like so. So on the center back, I'm going to impute my 1 inch zipper allowance. So I'm going to start from the half of an inch I went in by, like so, and impute my 1 inch for zipper allowance. As you can see, it's giving that bottom look. That's actually a way of contouring the back. to actually make the bum bum shoot out a bit, like so, giving accommodation to the butts, like so. So I'm just trying to make the markings I made clear. As you can see what I am doing, like so. So just watch what I'm going to do on the waist to nail line straight down. So I extended the line straight down, like so. As you can see how I connected the line. Then I'm going to go ahead and impute my 1-inch zipper allowance straight down to the skirt length, like so. As you can see what I am doing, like so. So I'm going to pick up my ruler and make the markings clear, like so. So after that, I cut out the back center piece, like so. Just watch the way I'm cutting through and the places I'm cutting through, like so. So I went ahead to notch that zipper area to guide me. So I picked up the remaining 4 pieces. We have 4 pieces left, so I placed the fabric onto each other, like so, then got the midpoint and notched the top of the midpoint, like so, to guide me so I can know the midpoint of the skirt, like so. So I went ahead to open it up. We have 4 pieces, that is 4 panels. We cut the center piece for the front and the back center piece is what we cut. So now this is going to serve for the side piece. So I'm going to place my 1.5 inch as the top line and get my skirt length, which is 38 inches, like we did previously, like so. After getting the line, like so, I'm going to fold it, like so. And the notch I created at the top, I'm going to create that same notch at the skirt length, like so. So you open up the 4 pieces of fabric, like so, then make the midpoint clear. Just connect the top notch you did at the midpoint to the notch you did at the skirt length, like so. Just watch what I'm doing. So I'm trying to make the markings visible and clear for us, like so. So I'm going to pick up my front center piece, like so, and place it on one side of the midpoint. Just watch what I'm doing. So I'm going to go ahead and make my markings clear. That's the waist to hip line and that's the waist to the new line, like so. So I'm trying to trace it onto the side pieces, like so. So on the waistline, our waist is 29.5. I divided by 6 and I got 4.9 inches. So I'm going to place 4.9 inches on the waistline. So just watch the way I'm going to place my tape. I'm going to place it on the 3 inches. Just watch the way I'm going to place it, like so. Then after that, I'm going to place 1.5 inch for the seam allowance, like so. So on the hip line also, our hips is 37 divided by 6 is 6.1. So I'm going to also place it on the hip line. Just watch the way I'm going to place my tape, like so. Place the tape, mark the 6.1 inch, then place 1.5 inch for the sewing allowance, like so, as you can see. Then on the new line also, our hips is 37 divided by 6. I have 6.1. I subtracted 1 inch from 6.1 because she doesn't want it to be too tight on the new area, so I had 5.1 inch. You can decide to subtract 1.5 or 2 inches, but my clients wanted less fitted, so I have 5.1. So just watch the way I placed my tape and imputed the 5.1, and then I imputed the 1.5 of an inch for the seam allowance. So I'm going to go ahead and connect the lines I made, like so. Just watch what I am doing, like so. They made the seam allowance lines visible also. So from the waist to nail, as you can see where I'm pointing, so I'm going to create an A-line shape, like so, straight down to the skirt length, like so. This is on one side of the side piece, like so. Just watch what I'm doing. So after that, I'm going to go ahead and trace out the front center piece that I placed on the other side. You can as well just cut it out like the way I'm doing, like so, whichever way is easier for you. So I'm going to cut it off like so. Cut one side first, like so, like the way I'm doing. Then after that, you cut the other side like so. You know, the center piece is one side, and the side piece have two A-line extensions, just like so. So as you can see, we have 4 pieces, 1 2 3 4, both for the front and the back. So that's the front center piece, and here's the back center piece, like so, as you can see. And these are the side pieces. As you can see, the center piece and the two side pieces, that's for the front. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.